Hello and welcome back to Sacred Vapes. Channel aims to bring the views and experiences of products in the market today, brought to you by an average vapor. Now this week I've got another Smok product for you guys. It's something I've had for quite a while. I've had it for a couple months and it's one of these kits that I've come back to more than once. So it's something really interesting from the Smok range. It is the Smok Nord 22. Now, the video titles say the 19 and the 22, and that's because they released two kits. I picked both of them up, and it turned out they weren't too much dissimilar. In fact, the only real difference, which I'll get into on the up close, is more the specs rather than the performance. So, it's interesting that Smok have ran with the Nord idea. And you know, from my review back in January time, I think it might have been, the Nord pod system was absolutely fantastic. To this day, probably is one of the best pod systems to buy that's out. I think every store sells out of them as well. So yeah, it's interesting the fact that for all the different products that they brought out, they've carried on with the Nord name but offered in a stick style device. Now we'll get talking about it. I filmed the up close few weeks back and I just never got round to filming this part of it, so apologies there. But yeah, we'll drop into the up close, we'll take a look at what you get, and then we'll come back up top and we'll get talking about it a bit more. Okay, but first, let's give her a vape. So welcome to the unboxing of the Smok Nord 22 and 19 kit. Now the packaging, as you can see, is now your typical Smok design. It's advertising the little features you get with it, capacity and whatnot. Flip it over, you have your security code, you have contents, all the rest of it. On the side, bit of information. And that goes the same with this one, as you can see. So we'll get her open now. And what you get Smok warranty card, an instruction booklet, and you get the kit itself. Now you get USB cable, you get two coils. One is a 0.8 ohm and one is a 0.7 ohm that you get in the kit. Take it out, let's have a look. And that is it. It's a 2000 mAh internal battery device, chargeable via USB on the back. It's a diamond button, 5 clicks, turns it on, and you have your 3 battery indicators. That's obviously telling you because there's no coil inside. But you have your green, blue and red indicators. On the top you get a, it's kind of 810 drip tip. It's an all-in-one kit, so you simply screw it off. As you can see, let's get a coil out. There we go. Simply push the coil in place and screw it back together. It's non-adjustable airflow, as you can see. 2 dots either side, and filling her up. Is via the fill port at the top. There we go. So I've not used this yet. I'm actually filming this ahead of usage just to be able to offer you the clean cut version. And the 22. Now it's pretty much the same, you get the same coils inside. There is a 1.4 ohm coil for mouth to lung. You don't actually get this in the box. You actually get the the same coils as before, 0.8, 0.1, 0.7. Now, differences with this version, just to show you guys, is that is a 3.6 mil capacity. That is only a I think it's 2 mil capacity, and you get a direct 510 drip tip on top. Similar screw off design for your fill holes, and that's the only difference between these. That is a 2000 mAh internal battery, and that is only 1300 mAh internal battery. So yeah, that was the quick rundown of what you get in the box and how they work. Let's take it up top now, and I'll be able to tell you about my experiences using them. And welcome back. So that was the up close for the Smok Nord 22 and 19 kit. As you can see, they are very much a similar kit. The only real difference between them, I covered it in the up close, but it's only really the 700 mAh extra battery you get with the 22 and the drip tip and capacity on the tank for the 19, obviously 5, 10 and 2 mil. So yeah, interesting bit of kit this. I say I've been using this on and off for quite a few weeks now. I've had this since July, so that gives you the roughly the amount of time that I've been just picking it up, using it, putting it back down again. So hopefully I can give you some sort of insight of whether this is any good. And we'll start with the pros, and the first pro for me is going to be the build quality. Now, it seems to be a running thing now with Smok reviews that I'm bringing to you guys, but the build quality on this is really, really good. It feels solid, it feels heavy in the hand, it's well performing. The button's nice and soft, it hasn't got a clicky. I've not had any sticking issues with it whatsoever. The light is extremely bright. Yeah, just everything about the build quality is excellent, and I can't really fault Smok for that. Next pro is the fact that it's a 2000 mAh internal battery. Now, for the power outage you're going to be getting from this, you're looking at about 16 watts for the 0.8 coil and about 20 to 25 watts out of the 0.6, both mesh coils. Small correction from the up close, when I said 0.7, it's actually 0.6. And yeah, for vapor production, I mean, this is the 0.8 coil. The 0.6 one did die on me over the past few weeks, so this is the vapor production from the 0.6. So as I say, it's about 16 watts. It's not too bad. So yeah, you're getting a little bit of a hit there, you're getting a bit of a throat hit from it, and yeah, it's a really nice vapor production for the low power. Flavour on these coils isn't bad. They remind me more of, think brightly, the TFE mini tank that came with the R-Kiss way back in October that I brought that to you guys. Really, really good flavour. It's not mind-blowing, it's not intense, but you're getting a nice flavour and vapour coming from the coils. The 0.6 does give a little bit more flavour, but again, I'd still think the flavour from the TFE 16, especially in the TF tank, that is a lot better than these coils. So you're really going to be getting this more for a compact kit rather than an exceptional flavour tank type of kit. Next pro for me is going to be, I'd say, the airflow. The airflow on the basis that it is nice and wide, so it gives you that lots of air intake that gives you that vapor production. My only criticism of it is going to be you can't adjust it, but I'm sure if you really are that bothered, you could just cover it up as you fire. And you'll get obviously a bit more restriction, but it isn't designed to be a restricted vape. This is meant to be a sub-ohm kit for low powered vapors. Going on to the tank now, and again, nice and simple to open. There you go. Just nice and simple, no issues whatsoever. Nice big fill holes. I don't know what that is inside of it. Why do you put the name in? Seems a bit strange to me. I thought it was a vape band that I did shoved up inside it when I first got this. But yeah, as in the indicator, you don't necessarily get a battery indicator when it's on, but you do get an indicator when you're charging it to give you a good idea. And charge time's about 2 hours, so that's not the longest for this type of battery. So can't fault that either. We'll get on to the cons now. And first con for me, it's probably going to revisit things I've already said. The flavour isn't fantastic. It does take a tank or two to really kick in, but yeah, I wouldn't say the flavour from these is going to be matching the bit bigger wattage tanks that are on the market. Certainly not as big as or as good as some of the other Smok tanks that they've released recently. Um, Next con for me is going to be the fact it's not adjustable airflow. That's a con. You do want that choice. I like to have that choice, even though most of the time I have it wide open. You want that, and for something like the 0.8 coil, you do find that's a bit too much airflow going into it. The 0.6 is a bit better, it gives you more vapor, but this one does seem a bit airy. Probably hear the airflow there. For around 16 watts of power, it is a bit high. Next con for me is a personal one. I don't like the all-in-one style tanks. I've never been a fan of them. I just think for your basic vapor, it might be ideal for them, but for someone like me, I'm used to having separate tanks. So that's a personal con, but if you don't mind it, then you're not going to have an issue with that. Now, next con for me is going to be the 19 kit, which is a bit strange, me saying a whole kit is a con. Mainly because I don't see why you would want a smaller version of this. Now, I know that the point 1.4 coil is out for the Nord stick, but it doesn't come included in the box, which is a bit of a strange choice because the 19 does seem to be more geared towards mouth-to-lung vaping, even though they're essentially the same kit. So, what I would suggest you do is pick up, if they're compatible, pick up the 19 drip tip, stick it on this one, and just use it that way. Actually, I do have it to hand, so I'll investigate that for you right now. Let's see if it will fit. There we go. I've got a feeling it's not going to. No, it's not going to. So yeah, ignore me on that one then. You can't change it, but generally, yeah, you are going to be picking that up for the mouth to lung style and this for the sub ohm style. So it's a con for me because the battery is smaller and the capacity is smaller, and you stick a 2000 mAh battery and a 3.6mm tank on a mouth to lung kit. Same way Horizon Tech did with the Magico with the bigger capacity, bigger battery. You're going to get a much better performance out of it, I think, anyway. So, yeah. Next con, charge time being about 2 hours is a little bit long, and I prefer them to be a bit quicker, but, that's obviously, again, personal choice. Other than that, I can't really fault it that much. The coil life, I say, on the 0.6 lasted me about 2 weeks before I did start to notice a real drop in performance. So that's going to be about an average. This one, as I've been using on and off for the past 2 weeks as well. Not heavily, and it's still going strong. So yeah, you're looking about an average of 2 weeks for the coils. But other than that, there isn't really that much I can talk about with the Nord stick. So we'll get into the overall now. And overall, it's a bit of a strange kit, this, from Smok. The build quality, the vapor production, the flavour and all that is pretty decent for what it is. I just don't think it's as good as it could have been, or it should be. Yeah, as a sub-ohm kit, you're going to be looking at the point 0.6 coil mainly for the extra flavour and vapour. So the point 0.8 coil mesh, I don't see why there's going to be any sort of demand for that. You want that extra power through a sub-ohm coil, and if you're going to be vaping around about 16 watts, then you want to be using the 1.4 coil, which say they haven't included. I would that would if they included that with the 19, I would have been able to bring that to you and be able to give you a Smok mouth to lung experience. Unfortunately, I can't do that. So as a sub-ohm kit, is it really that good? I'd say no. Not in a necessarily in the sense that it's a bad kit. It's just average. It's one of them average kits that I don't see a big demand for the power levels for what you're going to be getting, especially for a device that does have a little bit of weight to it. You want that lower mouth to lung experience with a smaller device. You don't want that big sub ohm kit that does feel very underpowered. So would I recommend this? It's one of them. If you want a low powered sub ohm kit, then yeah, it's gonna be decent, especially if you pick it up for about £25. But anything higher than that, I'd say there's better on the market. So yeah, that was the Smok Nord 22. By the way, I have no idea what the 19 and 22 stand for. There's no explanation as to why they picked them numbers. But yeah, as I always say, thank you for watching. Coming up soon, I am going to start bringing more podcasts to you. So keep an eye out for them. And as I say, I do have the tank reviews to bring to you. As soon as I get a chance to film them, I'll get them recorded and sent out to you. So yeah, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Stay safe. And keep vaping.